Hi everybody, it's Neil from Growlies. I just want to talk about poop. Really want to talk about poop. No, I ended up talking about poop like 4 or 5 times today, so clearly that's a topic we need to discuss. Occasionally, your dog may have a loose stool. Now, first thing, I can never dissuade you from doing what you think is right. If you think it's right to go to a vet because you had a loose stool, then do that. I in no way will ever tell you that that is wrong. It is not what I do, but hey, you know what? You are the boss of you, and in no way is this talk designed in order to stop you or dissuade you from doing that. So, having said that, moving on, when my dogs have a loose stool, I consider in my head, did they have a boneless meal? Because a boneless meal will always have a looser stool than a bone-in meal, because the bone, of course, was firming. And so if you're a raw feeder and you've had a loose stool, the bone-in meals will help firm up a stool. And so a nice turkey neck will often firm up a stool if, for instance, they had too much beef liver the day before. Liver will almost always cause a loose stool, so make sure not to overfeed liver. We can do that both in treats and in foods. And so try not to do that. The organ meats are quite rich, and we want to give them in limited amounts. So for me, it's concerning when my dog has a loose stool multiple times in a row. But a single loose stool to me isn't too concerning, because in life there are inconsistencies, and occasionally a dog will drink out of the wrong puddle or eat some goose poop or some rabbit poop or who knows what on a walk and cause an upset tummy. And so I think for me, I don't panic when I see a soft stool, but I do ensure that they get a bone-in meal the next meal if they're telling me that they're healthy and fine and not feeling ill effects from it. Now, if they are feeling ill effects from it, if they do have an upset tummy, if they are eating grass voraciously, so there's 2 ways that they eat the grass, right? So there's hey, I'm just a moo cow and I'm eating grass and it's sweet and it's yummy and I really like it. And then there's voracious, mad, I have to eat grass because I have an upset tummy. And so that's the time when I fast my dog. I let them skip a meal, I take the rest of the day off, and then their next meal will be something easy on their stomach, like some raw fermented goat's milk, or scrambled eggs cooked in coconut oil. By the way, that's a fantastic meal replacement for any dog who's not feeling well. Those kinds of things are awesome. Now, to help mediate a soft stool, we can use things like pumpkin or firm up, which is dehydrated pumpkin, which you add liquid to. And any of those things can help. Certainly with cats, we don't want to use that. We would use psyllium, but usually we would use psyllium with cats and dogs when they have too firm a stool or they're constipated. So you're adding that fiber, that indigestible fiber, in order to assist them when they're having constipation. But for loose stool, really the best thing to do is skip a meal. Do not panic. They are animals of feast and famine. Dogs can handle that without issue, and just let them rest it off. But always after, let's say, that scrambled egg meal the next morning, should they be telling me through their behavior that they're feeling better, then I would give them a bone-in meal to ensure a nice firm stool. What else is there? Hey Joanne, do you have any tips for stool? Hey, okay, so quickly, I'm going to get a recipe from Joanne. She's not going to appear on camera because she refuses to do so. So when our girl, Daisy, she gets upset tummy, and she starts voraciously eating grass because she goes crazy, and I know it's related to bone content for her, because she's like 10 and a half years old, somewhere in there, and too much bone will occasionally upset her tummy, because she is an idiot and is a gulper, and so she will gulp too much air while eating a good sized bone, and then that upsets her tummy. And she doesn't necessarily get loose stool unless she's had too much fat in a big leg bone, but she gets an upset tummy. You can tell she's upset, and that's that voracious grass eating. And so what we give to her is we give her some slippery elm well, we use something called Perfect Form, but I believe that's by Honest Kitchen, but any slippery elm supplement, and then we add to that some activated charcoal, and activated charcoal is what they give you if you get poisoned. It pulls stuff out of your system, it pulls it through you. It's really the best thing that's working in Pepto-Bismol for you. The pink stuff is just so that you'll eat the activated charcoal. And then we add some flax, which is mucilaginous, and so that mucilage will pull everything together in a nice mucousy stool. And then we add some water, some bone broth, or some goat's milk to that to make it palatable. And by doing that, you know, the slippery elm and the activated charcoal and the flax, we give that to her as a quick meal when I got that upset tummy, and it works really great. And you can keep it in the fridge for a few days if you need to, but usually we only have to do that once, and then everything's good the next day. Hope everybody's well. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll cut it short. Do check out talks.growlies.ca for 11 interviews on just this topic and so many others, 2 on CBD. I talked to the father of raw feeding, Dr. Ian Billinghurst from Australia, and I talked to Billy from Answers. That guy is a wealth of information, and you might want to check out their website. They have some great stuff at Answers Pet Food. And thanks everybody, and I will finish off my last, as I always do here. How do you flip the camera? There we go. Oh, I did, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, we have more parking around back, don't hesitate to ask. We will show you where the good parking is. I know parking is a challenge, and we do apologize for that. We do deliver, we'll bring it to the door, next day delivery service, $5 to cover the cost of gas and people. And then lastly, thank you for getting us over 1,000 on Instagram, and look at that, we're pushing 1,700 on Facebook. Thanks so much for your support, and I hope you all have a nice day. Thank you.